All right, this is the latest edition of Hollywood Finessers. For those of you who don't know, Finessers means they're booked and busy. Okay, they're always working. They've been consistently working for decades. Most of these people we're looking at over 20 years they've been working. This is a compliment. We're not saying that there's hustlers or hustlers. I mean, not okay. No, hustling is not bad either. We're not saying these people are scammers. We're saying these people manage to get work in a very fickle industry where 99% of the actors are unemployed. So we are saluting these people and giving them their flowers. So we're gonna start with the mother of Black Hollywood herself, Miss Jenifer Lewis, who we've been seeing on our television since we were children. Miriam is gonna be recounting her father's
I
work.
would prefer the introduction, but whatever.
Sorry,
Stole all my thunder there, whatever. Anyway,
sorry.
so my person, Jennifer Lewis, she is, like Alicia said, the mother of Hollywood.
Black Hollywood. That's the name of her
The
no.
mother, she's the mother of Hollywood. So she started off in 1988, and she was in this I guess it was a film called Red Heat. I've never heard of it. This is before I was born. And then she was in another movie as a diva, very fitting, in Beaches. Then she was in a TV series called Stat for one episode, and then she was in a TV movie, Sunday in Paris, and then some more notable things she was in. She was in Sister Act,
Hold
the
on,
first.
Miriam. Give me one moment to pull up her credits to follow you, because you're going quick.
I'm
All
not
right, so
naming
you started with she
everything.
started in
I just started. I
1988.
just like I'm starting off where she started off, and then more notable things. So she was in Sister Act,
The
and
first
then
one.
she
Did
was
you ever
in.
watch the first one?
I watched both of them, but the second one was better, which is very rare. But yeah. So she was also in Living Colors, not cover, in Living Color for 5 episodes as a phone lady and someone else, and then she was in A Different World. So she's been in basically most of the historically black television shows. So that's already in Living Color and A Different World. She was in Poetic Justice. Come on, Meteor Man. Come on, that's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That she. Oh my goodness, she was in Sister Act 2, and then she had the nerve to be in Lois and Clark. Remember the action live action one? She was in one episode as Mystique. How dare she?
Was that the
Hilarious.
one where that guy was
Okay,
in?
and
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I remember that one. I kind of liked it. I liked the girl who
yes,
played Lois Lane.
yes, I liked her too. I liked her more than Superman though.
Yeah,
But
the
anyway,
Superman was in.
uh, yeah, she was in an episode of Friends as Monica's coworker, and then she was on a couple episodes of Hanging with Mr. Cooper, another classic black television show that doesn't get a lot of recognition. She was on Living Single for one episode, so she's tapped all the markets for black television. She was in Dead Presidents. She was in Fresh Prince of Bel Air as Aunt Helen. Everybody remembers her that iconic role as one of Aunt Viv's sisters. She was
His
on there
aunt.
for 8 episodes. Hmm?
His aunt, yeah. I loved her.
Yeah,
I love the sisters.
she was on the Cosby Show for an
Wait, you
episode.
skipped a show called Courthouse,
I never heard of that, to be honest with
but it
you.
was 11 episodes.
Okay, she was on a TV series called Notable to Me. Excuse me, can you fall back a little bit? Sorry, but
Sorry.
can you can you back off, please? Back off, please. Anyway, she was a
Sorry.
Courthouse. She was on Courthouse for 11 episodes. I never heard of that. That's why I never said it. Girl
Okay.
Six. She was in something called Girl Six. That sounds like something cool. But she was also on The Preacher's Wife. That's a movie, I believe. Yes, Cosby Show for an episode. Touched by an Angel for an episode. Promised Land. That I don't know what that is, but she was on that for an episode as well. A lot of these things I never heard of, but she's been in a lot of different things. She was in The
I think
Temptations as a
that,
mom. And then she was on
sorry.
she was on the Jamie Foxx show for an episode. So again, all the black television shows she was tapping in on, and Jackie's back. Oh my goodness, Happily Ever After. I used to love that show. Happily Ever After, fairy tales for every child. She was a voice actor on 2 episodes for that, and then of course she was on
Okay, hold up,
Mo-
Miriam.
what?
Remember, you know this famous um meme, "Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis."
Mm-hmm.
That the Temptations miniseries, she was in that. They referenced that a lot. This is right before the Jamie Foxx show and Blast from the Past. I had to double check and see if that's what that famous.
Okay, so she was in the Temptations for 2 episodes and miniseries. Anyway, can you I'm gonna respectfully ask you to not comment respectfully ask you to not say anything anymore because it's getting a little bit overboard over there, okay? I'm not saying every single credit because they're not gonna spend 20 minutes on her alone.
Okay.
So I was saying, Moesha, and she was also in For Your Love. Seriously, For Your Love. Come on, now that was like one of those shows where it was just like not a lot of people watched it, but I remember. You remember watching
We
For Your
loved
Love,
it.
right? I loved it too. Yeah, we loved it. Then she was in a little Richard TV movie and Castaway. Are you kidding me? She was in Castaway. The Brothers. Oh wow. The PJs. Come on now. She was in Joanna Man. Lord of Mercy. This woman is
I remember
amazing.
her clearly in The Brothers. She was Morris
Uh,
Chestnut's mom.
She was in Antoine Fisher. I don't know what this Family Affair is, but she was in an episode of Family Affair. She was in The Proud Family for an episode. That's So Raven. Oh, come on now. Nora's Hair Salon, The Cookout, Medea's Family Reunion. She was in Cars as a voice actress. She was on Girlfriends for 7 episodes. And then she
Yeah,
was,
that's interesting. Her longest credit was a show called Strong Medicine. That's the show that Tamara was on.
yeah, excuse me. I said that was it, Alicia. That, like,
131 episodes.
what? Why are you? It's kind of getting out of hand here. She was my selection. She was my selection. Can you back off? My goodness. The disrespect is real. I'm going to be butting in on whoever you chose. Lord of
I don't
mercy.
mind.
Meet the Browns. Then she was in The Princess and the Frog as Mama Odie. Meet the Browns for 5 episodes. The Cleveland Show for two episodes. American Dad. When Harry Met Sally 2. She was in Cars 2. She was also in. I'm gonna skip a couple of credits because it's just too much. Oh my gosh, she was in the Boondocks. This woman has been in everything. Think Like a Man, The Wedding Ringer, Instant Mom,
Oh, so she worked for both the twins.
Cars 3, Young Justice. Come on now, stop playing with her. The Addams Family. Come on now. Big Hero 6, the series, Get Out of Town. She was on Grownish for 2 episodes. Of course, she was on Rugrats for the newer version for 2 episodes. And then she was on Blackish for 160 episodes. That's her longest credit, not the one you mentioned. So she was on
I mean, it was
Blackish.
up until that point. Jeez.
Excuse me. She was on Blackish for 160 episodes. And since then, she was on I Love That For You, but I believe that got canceled. That was 8 episodes. But she was still doing her thing on that. I liked her on that. I watched a couple episodes of that.
What show?
I Love That For You, but it got canceled. And then she has 3 upcoming projects, and she's been doing since Grownish and Blackish. She's been doing some voice acting mostly, and then she's been in History of the World Part 2. But she's been in a little bit of everything, all the popular Black shows in the 90s. She's been in all of them. And yes, Strong Medicine was her second longest credit with
Oh
131
man,
episodes.
I watched Mickey Mouse Funhouse at this girl's house.
So Jenifer Lewis is a Hollywood legend, period, but in the Black community she's our mom.
We
So
gotta add up all her episodes.
she gets all the flowers that are possible to be given.
She's very, very memorable. You can't. She's unforgettable
Her
whenever
her she has such a distinguished voice. You don't have to even know that it's her. Like, you don't even have to see her face to know her voice. She is just a very distinguished voiced, and she just kills every single role that she's been in. I absolutely loved her in Blackish. She was hilarious. The dynamic with her and Pops and Blackish was hilarious. But anyway, that was my choice of Jenifer Lewis, the mother of
Her
Black
book, The
Hollywood.
Mother of Black Hollywood, came out in 2017. She has a second book called Walking in My Joy. In My Joy,
Excuse me, we're not doing this. We're not
in
doing
these
this.
streets.
Cut
It
it
came out
out.
in
No,
2022.
no, no. We're not doing this. She also has 6 awards and 21 nominations. Fall back, Alicia. Fall back. Sorry, we're not doing this.
First of all, she shouldn't even have been an
We're gonna cut this
option for
video
this
off, and then
show.
we're gonna do another.
And she is above this. She's on top of this Hollywood
The
finesse series.
whole point of the finessing
What?
of the whole point of the finessing is just giving people flowers who has been
Okay.
consistently getting work in Hollywood, because that's almost darn near impossible, and especially if you're a person of color or minority. But anyway, let's cut
Well,
this off and do another episode for your.
yeah, we're gonna stop. All right.
Let's cut it
We
off
love you,
and
Jenifer Lewis. Aunt
send
Helen
another.
was my favorite character you ever played. I didn't watch Blackish, so yeah.
I loved Ruby. I loved you in Blackish, but I also loved you on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But those are my 2 favorite roles from you for sure. But yeah, Alicia, fall back. Like I don't interrupt your persons like that. So like, can you not do this? It's highly
But she's
disrespectful.
so iconic.
You know how we get into this. So it's just like you don't interrupt
You didn't even
no
add
when
up all
it's
her
my
episodes.
when it's my finesser, don't
She had over
don't butt
300
in.
episodes because she had
Don't butt
160
in.
for Blackish
Don't butt in. It's
and
disrespectful.
131 for
It's
Strong Medicine, so that's 291.
disrespectful.
And she did
I'm
36
sorry.
episodes
I'm
for
calling you out.
some other
Cut it
show.
out. Cut it out. I'm calling you out. Cut it out. You're being rude. Let me do my finesser, and I let you do your finesser in peace. If you need help with calculations, I help you out with calculations, but I don't butt in and steal credits from you. But anyway,
All
that
right.
Jenifer Lewis, you're amazing. Keep up the good work.